welcome to another episode of Duke and Leon's School of Life. I have Leon the lubricated with me.
Lubricated, I am lubricated. Yes, olive oil.
Constantly lubricated. Listen, last episode we did a thing about OnlyFans pages, and I was really disappointed in yours because you...
Why? Mine was the only one that would make money.
You weren't in it, so I've come up with something for you.
All right.
A couple of weeks ago, I sent you an article. I don't want to go into the article, but there was a Japanese man who stuck a skipping rope down the eye of his penis, right? So I was thinking what we do is you get two of those Japanese men and they stick the end of the skipping rope on each end of their penis and then they start swiveling it around, right?
Yeah.
Then you come out.
Yeah.
And you've got, your hair done like a Japanese geisha girl with all the sticks and shit going through it.
Sticks and shit. That's very, very culturally sensitive.
And
sticks.
And they start swinging the rope around. You're covered in shit. In shit. They start swinging the rope around and you start jumping up going, teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground.
Is there any sushi involved?
Oh, well, that's up to you. I mean, you've got artistic...
Oh, maybe I could have sushi earrings. Or sushi stuck to my nipples. Beautiful.
Sushi earrings. Can you imagine the...
and imagine when I start spinning my head, the sushi earrings start slapping on my face and I get some wasabi in my eye. Whoa, could you imagine that? Wasabi eye. Oh, I have wasabi eye.
That's racist, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That was very racist.
Presenting New Inventions with Duke and Leon.
I've always had this thing in the back of my head, like watching these idiots walking their dogs. And the dog stops, does a big shit, and... the owner bends down and picks up the shit and the dog's looking at the owner. And I always think, what the fuck do you think the dog's thinking about? The dog must be thinking, that idiot buys me food, I eat it, then I shit in the street and he picks it up, And I'm thinking, that's got to be why so many dogs attack and kill their owners, because they just have no self-respect, no respect for their owners, right? And they think, that person, that my owner, that's supposed to be my owner. He's supposed to be the head dog, the head, what is it, the alpha dog in the pack, I'm supposed to follow him and look at him. He's bending down, picking up shit, right? So I'm thinking, best thing to do is to invent this poop scoop, right? That you don't have to, it's like foolproof, whatever, and the dog doesn't think that, Anyway, so I invented this thing. It's bright orange, and you put two 12-gauge shotgun shells in it, so it's bright orange, right? And it doesn't look like a gun or anything, so it doesn't look like a firearm. So there's no problems there, right? I've already passed it through ballistics, and so when the dog does a shit, you just point it, and you press this button, and it fires, and just go bang and boosh. Blows the shit to smithereens. There's nothing left. Kabang! Perfect, because that shows the dog who's the boss, right? But what I found is there's this really bad side effect, and it's dog.
It kills people?
No. I haven't killed anyone. No, the side effect is dogs get constipated because they're too scared to do a shit. So I found when I'm walking the dog, do you want to do a shit? Because it's just so much fun blowing shit with the guy. I'm fine.
Well, look, you know what? Easily fixed. Fixed. Put a silencer on it.
You can't put a silencer on a shotgun.
Change it from a shotgun to two Lugers. And put silencers on them.
And what? And the German accent. Come on. Where's the German accent?
And put the silencer on them, you dummkopf. No, it's good. If you get the silencer on there.
What's it? John, what would the Doberman call the master? Oh, hey, master, I want to do a shit. Get the Luger ready.
And put the silencer on.
gone. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful. Trust the Germans to come up with a practical solution to dog constipation.
Presenting New Inventions with Duke and Leon. I want to talk about possession, right?
Yeah.
Demon possession.
Oh.
And I just came across this one, 1942, Gottlieb and Dittes, it's in Germany.
Yeah, of course.
In 1942, German villagers noticed strange goings on at the home of a 28-year-old woman named Gottlieben Dittes. Gottlieben, that's anyway.
Gottlieben. That's a
Dittes.
She should start a beer company.
Or a pinball machine company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't you remember Gottlieb pinballs? Anyway, Dittes claimed her house was haunted and soon began slipping in and out of what others described as trance-like states.
Yeah. The leaking stove, no one thought about that. Yeah, anyway, here you go.
But it was only when a religious pastor commenced an exorcism that things went truly nuts. Dittes became violent, requiring physical restraints. For 2 torturous years, during which the pastor performed various exorcism rites, Dittes vomited glass, nails, and, of course, blood.
Wow.
Finally, Dittes informed everyone the demons were gone and stated that Jesus is Victor.
Victor? Who's Victor?
Yeah, I know. The lawnmower.
Victor lawnmower. Yes, go.
But, you know.
Oh, is that it?
Well, yeah. What, you want more?
What?
Okay, I'll make up some more.
No.
The priest took out his penis.
No, it was a pastor. He was
The pastor
Italian.
took
It was
out
Italian pastor.
His German penis.
Yeah.
No, but can you imagine vomiting blood and nails
And glass. Glass. So where would the glass? And no one noticed that with no windows in the house. She'd been eating the windows.
She's been eating the glass.
Why is it so cold in here, Gottlieb?
And all the picture frames were on the ground because you'd taken all the nails.
Nails out. Oh, Jesus.
What is the portrait of Hitler doing on the ground? No, it was 1842.
Yeah.
Of Hitler's great-great-great-grandfather.
No, you said it was 1942 in the beginning.
1842.
Oh, it's 1842. Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, wow. That's
So
amazing.
that makes it. Did they even have glass in 1842?
Yeah, I think they did. I don't know when they invented glass. All right.
No, but I just want to go on quickly.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not really, I'm not really into that exorcism. I know you love it because you loved, what was that movie?
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I mean, you love that, but it was never really my bag. I've never really read anything about it. I've never even got into it. I mean, the only shit I know about exorcism is from talking to you and listening to you go on and on and on about that fucking movie. But it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, some people think it's real. I don't know. I mean, you love it. You're obsessed with it.
Well, it's scary shit, man. It's scary. Anyway, I just want to go on quickly. I just want to say that there was, in Australia, in Sydney, there were these 2 Greek, were they pastors? Or whatever they were, and
they're Orthodox, Greek Orthodox members of the church, but I don't think they were priests.
Okay, so they convinced this young woman that she was possessed, or she thought they were possessed because a family member had put a curse on their family.
Yeah.
And somehow she ended up going to them, and they were screwing the demon out of her, and she was paying them $1,000 a pop.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
because I read halfway through and I thought, oh fuck, I can't deal with this, But so they were sexually assaulting her.
Well, they were screwing her, saying this is how we get the demon out, and they were charging her $1,000 a pop. And then when she went to the cops, 5 other women came forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's $6,000.
So I'm thinking, I'm joining the Greek church, man.
That's $6,000 each.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
A week.
A week.
I'm joining the Greek church.
Good. Good luck. Good luck with that. Good luck. How's your Greek?
I know how to say skata.
Okay. All right. Listen, we've got a busy man court today.
I've got a ton of man courts.
Yeah. So
the crimes, there's all these men committing these crimes. How we can't even keep up with it.
Man Court is now in session with judges Duke and Leon.
So you've got one and I've got one. So who wants to go first?
Well, mine's a short one.
You go.
That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Okay.
Right.
So a man from Cornwall, England,
Yeah.
gets taken up by a spaceship, right?
Yeah.
He says, he claims he went for a walk and a spaceship came and it took him up.
Yeah. Out of all the people in the world, they picked him.
Yeah, in Cornwall.
The idiot. Yeah. Okay.
So he says, they say to him, we're going to take you, we're going to show you the wonders of the universe. You are going to unlock the key to every answer. And he says to them,
yeah.
Fine, I will do that, but I have to be back on Wednesday for darts. Is he a man?
Yes. I thought you. Initially, I thought he was going to be. I saw the red flag, the idiot red flag, but no. I look, because darts is all about mates. It's all about sharing. It's about commitment. Your mates are all there.
It's about drinking.
It's about drinking. Throwing sharp objects when you're pissed. Look. I mean, the universe is one thing, but mates come first. So, no, I think 100%.
I think he's a man. I think he's a very fucking stupid man, but I think he's a man.
Well, the thing is...
what it's really about is commitment and keeping your commitments, keeping your appointments. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I know, but let me just riddle me this, right? The aliens are 4 foot tall, completely smooth, no markings on their body, no genitalia, just big eyes and stupid looking mouth, right? And he says that, right? And he goes back to darts and he tells the story and they go, oh man, you are the top, you're a top bloke, right? If we spin that around, right? So the aliens actually are just all Playboy models, right? And he says to them, no, I've got to go and do darts, right? And then he goes, and at darts, he tells his mates. What do you think his mates are going to say? You fucking idiot. What are you doing here? So, do you know what I mean? Like there's a difference between... knowing
the, unlocking all the answers in the universe doesn't even come in here.
No. Fuck, who cares? Who wants answers? He's so stupid he probably doesn't have any questions, so why would he want answers? 37. I've
got to get to me darts.
That's right. All he wants to hear is 180.
All right, so he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. All right, so I've got a man court. All right, so we've had this sort of scenario before where this woman... Oh, no, so where the man changes his sex doll to look like his girlfriend, right? But this is real. So this is this guy.
Yeah, but they were real too.
Yeah, I know, but this is a real twist on it, right? So this guy is encouraging his wife or girlfriend to look like his sex doll. So she's actually changing her appearance to look like his sex doll. All right, and he's encouraging her to do this. Like, what do you think?
He's encouraging
his girlfriend to look like his sex doll. So it's the other way around from
okay.
But this is real. This is real as well. Like, I'm not making this shit up.
All right. So what's happened here is his sex doll obviously turns him on more than his wife does. So he's saying,
"Can you look like
her?" Yeah, I think that's a man. He's being honest. He's being honest. he's talking about his feelings.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think?
Idiot, complete idiot, fucking idiot. Should be shot dead.
Why?
Well, because he's talking about his feelings, one, and two, he's got a sex doll. Well, who has a sex doll? I don't understand it. What the fuck? I mean, there is no...
Oh, what about that thing I sent you? That article I sent you with that guy,
Yes.
the tradie from Queensland.
Yes.
He's a tradesman from Queensland and he's bought a sex doll
Yes.
and he's got some internet relationship with some woman in England.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I bought this sex doll because I'm lonely. I want to have a relationship. I miss being in love. And then they give his Instagram account and you go on there and he's dressed his sex doll in G-strings, hundreds of pictures of her posing.
Yeah. Oh, right. And so what's the connection with the woman in England then?
Well, the woman in England says, should I feel threatened? And he said, no, she understands. But he's got all the pictures. He was going on about being in love.
Yeah.
He needs love, and it's just all like filthy porn, and the sex doll looks like a little girl.
Jesus. Yeah, and you sent me 2 photos of the sex doll to my
because you
to
had
my
to
phone,
see to understand.
To my phone. Yes, thank you. All right. I do appreciate you sending those photos. I mean, there is no reason. There's no moral moral justification of having a sex doll. I'm sorry. All
right. So look, I agree with that. Anyone that's got a sex doll, not a man.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, recently
sex dolls are just glorified beach balls.
Yeah.
You may as well buy a cheap beach ball from the 7-Eleven.
Oh, and what? Put a hole in it.
Yeah. Or
Is that what you were going to say? Pull a hole in a beach ball? How would you do that?
Well, that's for them to work out.
You can't put a hole in a beach ball.
No, you do what the balloon guy did. You get a size 12, blow it up to 11 so you can abuse it. Yeah, I dropped the PSI so I can abuse it. All right, not men. They can fuck off.
Fuck off. Yes, definitely. 100%. Okay. The other thing I was thinking, and actually I did have a deep thought. I had a deep thought just before I went to sleep, or it might have been while I was asleep. So I think we've touched on this before, but I wanted to explore it further. So at the point of, let's just say creation, in the sense of whether it's divine or it's amoebas, doesn't matter, right? At the point of creation, right, when somehow the human body, let's just say the male human body, is being constructed or thought about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we know. Now we know how it turned out. Now you and me are there in the beginning, and I'm thinking we might just have a little bit more input into the design of the male human body.
Oh, okay. So
I've got 3 suggestions to whoever, and then I thought maybe you'd come up with 3 suggestions as well. Okay. So this is for males. So I'll go first while you're writing down your suggestions. Okay.
I don't even understand what you said. So
the 3 modifications I would add to the male human body would be I would add more flexibility in heat control. Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, you got board shorts and a singlet, and it's really cold, and you think, oh, should I go and get a jumper or a coat or something? I couldn't be bothered, so, look, there's a woolen glove. So you just put one woolen glove on your hand, right? And then you can redirect all the blood in your body to your hand, because now your hand's warm, right? So the blood's warming your body and you don't have to get up and get a jumper.
Well, why don't you just do it so you can just control it anyway? So you just go, no, I want to be 22 degrees. And it just goes...
Well, how would you do that?
Well, how are you going to fucking do what you just said?
I don't know. That sounds too complicated. All right.
Too complicated. Sit there and go, I want to be 22 degrees. Boom. Done.
Oh, like an air conditioner.
Yeah.
Set it on 22 auto.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Yeah, that's good. See, that's good. All right. The next one is like when you have a wet dream and you don't actually physically do anything.
I can't remember the last time I had a wet dream.
When all those years ago.
Are you talking about piss? Because that was last night.
Piss. Oh, no, I wasn't talking about piss.
Oh, you're talking about
the other one.
That was 4 years ago.
So I thought, well, you should be able to have an orgasm without even touching yourself, without even moving, right? Because you just think about it, like, say you're you're lying on the couch and you look over, and you look over and Mrs. Costello, she's bending down. She's the neighbour. She's bending down, picking up her husband's dentures because they're falling out again, and she's just bending down, picking them up. And you think, oh, geez, I could go a bit of that. And then you think, oh, but I'm just too lazy. It's too much preparation. And then you think, oh, I'll just bang, I'll just do it without even touching. You see, and complete because you're just too lazy. So you just and that's it, all done without even moving. You don't even have to move. All you've done is basically got your fingers and opened up the Venetian blinds so you can have a little look at Mrs. Costello, right? What do you think about that?
Can you imagine if you could do that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the state of buses and trains and public transport?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The whole world would be sticky.
Sticky. Be a sticky mess. Yeah, you're probably right.
And then not only that, you'd have, there'd be guys looking at you.
Oh, well,
going, I'd like to have a bit of that.
Yeah, well, the only problem is also there'd probably be a lot of dehydrated people. People would be dehydrated, so that could cause trouble. All right, so then the last one would be X-ray vision. Okay, so X-ray. So all men could have X-ray vision, but I would control it down a little bit, right? So, like, I'm not talking about X-rays as in X-rays. Like, so you wouldn't walk past someone and say, "Oh, excuse me, I think you might have a tumour. You need to go and have a look at that. Get someone to have a look at that." No, I don't mean that. It's not a Good Samaritan thing. So I tone it down to lingerie. I just keep it at lingerie, right? So you
can see under one layer of clothing.
Yeah. See, so I thought
just like in the comic books.
Yeah, so I thought maybe go further, but then I thought no, keep it sort of interesting, So that's what I thought. So that would be my 3 modifications. So I don't know. Did you have any one or two that you wanted to add? Or?
No. Oh, I've got one.
Yeah, what was that?
I've got one. You can read a woman's mind.
Oh, I can do that now.
So
look at her face. That scrunched up look. I know what that means.
No. But you can read it, but you can only do it for like a couple of seconds. You know what I mean? So if there's a girl, you're walking past and she looks at you, you can just read her mind for a couple of seconds. Oh. Is she thinking, oh, he's attractive, or is she thinking, fucking hell, that cunt stinks? Dear Duke and Leon, my husband can only get an erection when he is scared.
Well, he's married. He should be fine.
I have done a million things to scare him, like jumping out of the cupboard, even putting a snake in his bed.
Oh.
He said it all started as a child when he was looking up his teacher's skirt, and another teacher caught him and yelled at him and scared him, and he ejaculated.
Yeah, there you go.
I have run out of ideas on how to scare him. Will you please help me? Tina from Orange County.
Oh, well, yeah, that's an interesting one because, obviously as he gets older, the scaring becomes more life-threatening, doesn't it? Like if he's 85 and,
That's right, yeah.
Officer, it was part of our sexual routine. I just scared him. I didn't realise he'd have a heart attack. Yeah, so, so that's my only...
Yeah, but he's not 85 at the moment.
No, I know, but even like someone in their 40s, you get a good scare, you could, you could kick off the old ticker there, just stop, just give it a bit of a blurb and stop. So I don't know. That would be my only concern. Apart from that, that's a great story about being a kid. Hey, I don't know why. I'd love to hear that. At a dinner party or something, someone says, "Oh yeah, that's what happened to me." I think that's great. That's great.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Instead of doing things like that, like jumping out of a cupboard or putting a snake in his bed, you got to give him a good long scare. So I think when he comes home from work, she just gives him this look, and he goes, "What's wrong?" And she says, "Look, the police came.
Yeah,
they said the little kid up the street has accused you of raping him."
Jeez.
And he'll have a hard on for 6 months.
Jesus.
If it's based on being scared, there you go. 6 months.
God, Duke, fuck me. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking she gets a letter from her so-called specialist, says, you have stage 4 cancer. You're going to be dead in 3 weeks.
Either way.
I thought you were going to just say something like that, but you had to go.
Well, no, that's actually good. So she does that.
Yeah.
And then when he finds out that's bullshit,
he doesn't. No, he doesn't find out it's bullshit, because then she has another letter that says it's in remission. No,
I'm talking about my one. When she finds out my one, when he finds out my one's bullshit, then you send your letter.
Straight up.
And if he's still alive after all that,
so
he'll have a hard on forever.
So you don't think that there would be a balance or a tipping point of where scare goes into depression, mass depression?
I don't know. Look, she's asked us how to scare him. She didn't say how can he have a healthy mind. She didn't ask us that.
Yeah, no. Well, we would be the wrong ones to ask, obviously. But no, I see what you're saying. So instead of making a flash in the pan just that night, if you can have a long-lasting scare, no, 100%, 100%. Yeah. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would just be careful not to sort of push him into depression.
Or suicide.
Yeah, well, obviously that would be the outcome of massive depression, which would sort of defeat the purpose.
Don't let him go to the rope store, which is next to the rickety chair store. This is an AI, artificial intelligence, written obituary.
Oh, wow.
Right? That they actually used.
Yeah.
Used.
Yeah.
Brenda Trent retired from living at the age of old, surrounded by family and natural causes. A librarian from birth, Brenda was an avid collector of dust. She had a sweetheart and married her high school. She loved having hobbies and helping her sons to be disadvantaged youths. She had no horses but thought she did. The church gave her a choir because she sang like a bird and looked like a bird, and Brenda was a bird. She owed us so many poems. The funeral will be held in 1977 at Heaven. In lieu of flowers, send Brenda more life.
Fucking hell.
That's the way we're going, buddy. That's
AI
the way we're fucking going.
AI to the rescue. Hotel sues because 26 women hired 2 rooms to shoot some porn. And then they're gonna sue because the hotel thinks that they've broken the conditions of use. When you book one of the rooms or pay for the rooms, there's a conditions of use. So apparently, what do you think?
Well, they were going to do porn, right?
Yeah,
they were just going to do posing porn, I guess. Whatever. Licking each other out, whatever. But what happened is they accidentally booked the room at the same time the Nigerian basketball team was there.
Oh, it's
And it all just hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
a male basketball team or
Yeah,
female?
male basketball team.
Oh, right, okay.
So
yeah.
all hell broke
All
loose.
hell broke loose.
And they got better porn than they thought, but they left a fucking mess.
Well, it was interesting because they had to use the Travel Lodge, wherever it was in England, because they booked this mansion. And when they'd rocked up, the guy who, like Airbnb, I guess, or something like that, the guy's just gone, nah, no way, get the fuck out. You know, and they paid £10,000 for this mansion for a week, and the guy's just gone, nah. You know, which is crazy. Why? What
Why
does he
would you
think?
say no?
Yeah, I know. Like
I'd be saying, yep, I'm here and I will be your butler for the week.
fuck.
Anything I can help you with?
Anything
just
I can
ring
help
this
you
little
with.
bell.
So, the funny story, off that was when they were doing Blood for Dracula. Remember, what's his name? Morrissey.
Yeah.
Morrissey was doing Blood for Dracula. Udo Kerr was going to play Dracula.
Udo Kier.
Kier. I used to do a great Udo Kier accent. And anyway, apparently he goes to the mansion because that's the set, right? So the mansion is the set. And he's gone like 3 or 4 days earlier or something like that. And he walks in and he opens the door and there's this porn, like they're shooting this porn in the mansion. And he goes, "Oh, I think I have the wrong house." And it was only because he'd been a couple of days early. And after the porn was finished, they came in and they shot.
But if you had a
Blood for
mansion
Dracula.
and like 38 women,
That's 28.
28 porno women want
Yeah.
it for a week,
Yeah,
why would you fucking say no?
I know. What it's like
He's not a man.
Man
Good
court.
judgment. He's not a man.
Man court. That's right. A fucking idiot. Well, he thinks they're going to wreck the place, like,
So what?
So what? It's a once in a lifetime.
Exactly.
When all right, well let's spin it around. When is that ever going to happen to you? Ever? And if you wanted to set that up, like you said, oh, you know what? For my 50th birthday, I want 28 porn actresses to come and do all shit for a week. How much would that cost you to set that up?
You know who he was? The guy that owned the mansion?
What, you asking me who I knew,
Yeah.
or are you going to tell me who he was?
I'm telling you.
Oh, you're
I'm
telling me.
who
Well,
he
why don't
was.
you just tell me who he was?
The guy who plays darts. That's who it was. The guy who plays darts.
Exactly my point. You see, it's just a missed opportunity. I mean, how often, how many times in your life would that happen to you? Like this?
Never.
Let me just play the scenario.
Nonce.
Let me play the scenario.
I know the fucking scenario. I know.
Oh, there's someone at the door. I'm just going to open the door. Hello? Oh, there's 28 of you. Yes, can I help you? Oh, hello. There's 28 of us, and we just want to shoot a Romanian documentary on vaginal penetration. Would it be all right if we use your house? No, I've got darts. Or yeah, I'm the butler.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm Johnny. I'm the butler. Yeah. Come
Johnny's not a good name for
in, Mr. Johnny.
butler.
Mr. Johnny.
No. Mr. French.
I'm Mr. French. If you know what that means. I show you my French stick.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
This is from Ernesto in Bolivia.
All right, Bolivia.
And he asks, Dear Leon, do you still French kiss your wife?
My wife, my third wife.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Yeah. Because
You're not a man.
No. Because we're on a dental plan, and I just take the opportunity just to make sure her dental work is up to scratch. Because I think prevention is better than cure. So I want my wife to have perfect teeth, my third wife. So I'm on top of the dental situation. So that's
I think
why.
anyone that French kisses their wife after 10 years is sick.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
All right, I just want to say, because I got a thing from Spotify,
Yes.
and it gave us our top 5 countries that listen. So I want to shout out to our top 5 countries.
Don't shout.
Sweden, number 5, Sweden.
I love Sweden.
Yeah, I love Sweden.
I've been to Stockholm.
Yeah, you know, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
when ABBA were around,
Yeah.
I got one of my dad's pornos and I cut out all these pictures of people doing it in all different positions.
Yep.
And I sent it to the blonde from ABBA and said, "Can I do this to you, please, ma'am?"
Wow, there's two really big things there. One,
And
is
I
that
never got a reply.
Yeah, the first thing is that you sent porn to ABBA, which is, as a small boy, which is really sick. But you know what? I'd pay $1,000. I would have paid $1,000 to be standing next to your dad when he opened up the porn with all the cutouts in there. Because like we talked about this before, how hard it is to buy porn in those days.
Yeah.
They were like gold. They were like a precious manuscript, like the reference book in a library. You can't leave the room. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I mean?
I always had a default. It was Jed.
Jed, that's right, yeah, Jed. And Jed go, I don't even know how to use scissors. Shut up.
What is that magazine? No, I've never seen it. Can I borrow? So Sweden, number 5.
Oh.
Number 4 is Canada.
Canada, beautiful but cold.
Beautiful girls in Canada. Canadian
I can do the
girls.
accent. I can do the accent. A boat. It's a boat. You know, see that? Get that little. They do that little. A boat. A boat.
Yeah, fuck.
Anyway, fuck it. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Yeah. Except, like in winter, the girls got so many clothes on, it wears you out. You know what I mean? Taking them all the clothes off. It wears you out.
And
Wears you
number
out.
3.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm just so tired after all those jumpers.
Number 3 is Australia.
Oh, really?
Australia, yeah.
I've never been there.
It only comes in at number 3. They're sick of us. They hate us. They hate us. Number 2,
Yeah.
England.
Yeah.
England. They love. You know why they love us? Because
Yeah.
they sent all their convicts over here. They sent all their convicts to Australia,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm just saying this for our English followers because I get a bad rap, because I've met people that have said to me, "Oh, well, my great-grandfather was sent over here from England for stealing a loaf of bread."
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh.
No one was sent here for stealing a loaf of bread. Your great-great-grandfather was sent over here for bestiality.
I was about to say bestiality. Great.
I don't want to hear that ever again. My great-grandfather was sent. No one was sent here for stealing a loaf of bread.
Yeah. All right. Your point. But look. I love. I used to live in England. I love England. They have a great concept of comedy. You know, a lot of people, a lot of Americans.
Benny Hill,
stuff.
man, you can't beat Benny Hill.
Well, it's such a diversity, and it's such a great. You know, like there's so much. Yeah, you got Benny Hill, and you got Monty Python. You got there's such a great. I mean,
Carry On movies.
Yeah, they got
Carry On Up the Khyber.
they got
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, and Cooper. What's his name? Cooper. I can't remember. But we used to wear a fez. I was just YouTubing.
Dave Allen.
Yeah, Dave Allen. Yeah, look, he's Irish.
Anyway,
it's Irish. That's different.
Anyway,
all right. Yeah. What's number 1?
USA.
Oh, that's nice.
They love us. They're number 1 by a mile. The Americans love us. And you know why? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because we exposed where COVID was really from. You had Trump saying it's from China. But we proved it.
Yeah. Did we? I can't remember that.
Heaps of times. Well, we went to the Chinese consulate at the UN.
That's right. With the showbag day.
Yeah, with the showbag
day.
And we had the bat, and we had the...
That's right.
The files that they gave us that had all those different...
look, I love Americans. First people on the moon. What a great place to visit. Sometimes my wife would say, do you want to go to Canberra, which is the national capital? I say, nah, fuck that. I'd rather go to the moon. But of course we can't, but they did. So much, admiration.
USA.
All right, thank you. That's all we have for today. It's been wonderful. Next week we have more wonderful things to talk about, but sadly it's over, Duke. I have to go and visit my mother.
Now it's time to say goodbye to... Do you remember that, Porky Pig? At the end of that, they'd have that song.
No. Okay.
Now it's... when I was a kid, I used to cry when they'd sing it. It was so sad. Well, I'm actually in tears now. I'm going. That's it.
Well, why don't you go and have a fucking bacon sandwich and relive it? All right. I'm going.
That was uncalled for.
I'm going. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Duke and Leon, School